Hello everyone, this is Teresa, and the piece that I chose was by Rodney Allen Greenblatt, who did much of the art for the Parappa the Rapper games. So in this piece, the balance is from the path running down in the middle. It kind of serves as a divider, so it's dividing each of these chunks of buildings going along into the distance. While they're all different buildings, they're buildings nonetheless, and they all go down this one path. And there's one right here, and then it zigzags, and there's one right here. There's a sense of balance. You could tell what's going on in the streets. Also, the top area right here where the mountains are in the background, and in the foreground right here with the characters in the front kind of indicate what's in the foreground, what's in the background. They also take just about the same amount, 2/4 of the entire image, both the top and the bottom. And the emphasis is on the name of the actual poster with the Parappa the Rapper Town. And it arches along into these character profiles, so it borders the top all around. So that really sticks out, along with the bright primary colors. The bright yellow just kind of directs your eye all around. With the movement, this path, rather than just running straight along, it kind of guides your eye into a zigzag. It takes a sharp turn right here, and it just kind of squiggles. But when you follow the path, you also see all these buildings, so it kind of guides you along the little shops into like the houses into the back. The patterns, we see them on this building right here with the glass panes, a bunch of little squares just being repeated. We also see it right here in this building with the different type of windows, but the rectangles nonetheless, and you just see them over and over again right here. With repetition, we see it within the trees right here along the mountains. The same size, but they're placed differently along, so it kind of guides your eye through that squiggle. We also see little elements of the building, so right here where the tents are, the pointy triangular roofs of the flea market tents. We see it right here too with these little bits. With proportion, this line goes all the way to the back, and as we get further back, the buildings become pretty small compared to the ones in the front. As it comes closer, they get bigger, as if they're coming closer at you. With the rhythm, many of the elements in this piece consist of bold colors, and they also have a bunch of these patterns. So like the trees have these like little humps or little bump patterns to appear like ruffling leaves. The grass around this area, it's like a squiggle pattern, but it almost looks like grass growing up as well. We also see it here with like little dash lines to indicate that there's grass growing upwards. We see it on this roof right here with the green and yellow lines. There's just like a lot going on in this thing. Despite looking so busy, it works. Okay, with variety, with the help of this path, we sort of get a sense of what these buildings are through the use of different patterns and different repeated shapes. So we see like this sort of square repetition going on, even though they all kind of take on the square. So this one's arched a bit to appear as a book. This is like a little video game controller. And they also have a bunch of patterns on them as well in the bright colors. So with the unity of this entire image, with the help of the guideline going through the middle and the way the buildings are distributed all in the middle while the houses are in the back, and this mountain sort of serves not only in the foreground but as a border of this entire town, along with the greenery on the outskirts of it. And then you have the main subjects in the front. You get a sense of the size of this town and who inhabits it and what they have going on. It mainly consists of like a bunch of shops basically, and then we have like a little neighborhood in the back, so like it's being lived in. We got a variety of these characters going on with bold colors, and it gives off a fun childlike vibe to it. Right, thank you for listening. Goodbye.